I made it. I'm finally done with my 30 days November challenge here on YouTube, and this is the last video if you're watching it now. I uploaded a video every single day to YouTube. I didn't necessarily create it daily, but it's still 30 videos in 1 month. And I wanted to end it off with a little bit of my findings and how it felt going through it, because I did it last year as well in December, but that was when I was still quite new to YouTube. It was before I was monetized, it was before I had 1,000 subscribers. So I was kind of going through that phase of like improving my workflow. And what the goal was this time was to get to less rambling and more straight to the point. So the whole goal of this was to not only create 30 videos to become better at it, but also to push myself outside of what I normally create and get my videos to lower than 5 minutes. So the first quarter, or the first third, I would say, of the videos went really, really good. I was excited. It was fun to make the video short and nice and not ramble too much. And I was really getting a lot of energy out of it. Then I moved closer to the halfway through, and I kind of started struggling with getting ideas that I could get out within that short amount of time, especially when I had to create them every single day. Had I had longer time to create each video, I feel like it would be easier to narrow them down because I can spend more time on making sure that I get the information right. But producing so many videos in such a short amount of time, when it's not just daily blogging and going around, not that that's easy, that's not what I'm saying, but coming up with the tutorials and doing everything just kind of made it a little bit difficult to go about it that way. So halfway through, I kind of just stitched the whole 5-minute thing. And while I still wanted the videos to be shorter, I felt like I already learned a lot from making those short, less than 5-minute videos. So I could stretch it out a little bit more and stop caring as much about that and just get through the challenge, because my self-discipline is kind of forcing me to go through the whole challenge and doing all the videos, even though I kind of stopped seeing the purpose a little bit along the way. So a few of my hopes with this challenge was that I would see a massive improvement in views and in growth as well on YouTube, because I was imagining putting out 30 videos instead of maybe 4 a month would increase it like crazy. And matter of fact is that a lot of the videos I created became quantity over quality. And that's what I've been doing a lot on the short form platforms, or mostly Instagram, to grow over 100,000 followers. So I thought that was a good tactic to try on YouTube as well, and did it last year and worked pretty okay. So why didn't it work this time? I realized that YouTube is a lot more of quality over quantity. And that's not to say that you have to go through quantity to get to quality. And I'm still working on that journey as well, because long form is a whole other beast. Realizing that I need to put more time into one video and then be satisfied with it is a huge, huge takeaway from this video. Not that I kind of didn't know that before, but it's just given me the motivation to put in more time, because I'm seeing that putting out a lot of videos doesn't really make a big difference. I got some more views, but I also got less watch time, and I put out a lot more content. So when you look at those stats, it doesn't really make sense and compare that much. So I've definitely learned that it's not a good idea in the way that I've done it to create 30 videos in 1 month, compared to focusing down on creating a few more and then making them better. And again, you have to go through a lot of videos. So I've learned a ton from doing this, especially on being more concise, which I hope you can hear in this video, and learning how to not ramble about random topics, but getting more straight to the point. And I've learned that the sweet spot for videos are lying somewhere between 8 and 12 minutes. I learned through this challenge that if videos are less than 8 minutes, you won't get that mid-roll ad that you're probably all annoyed about. I've had YouTube Premium for a long time, so I forgot what it's like to have ads. But it told me, YouTube Studio, that if your videos are less than 8 minutes, then you won't get that mid-ad. So when you're monetized and you're trying to get money with AdSense, it makes sense to have them longer than 8 minutes. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to finish off this whole challenge with a video and talking a little bit about these things. So if we are to sum up my learnings, shorter videos are good. I learned to ramble less. I've realized that doing a lot of videos is not necessarily good unless the videos are good. And some of them were, some of them were not. I've also realized that going outside of my niche is a lot harder than I had hoped. I hoped that just transitioning into talking a little bit more about myself and other topics would be interesting to you guys, because that's a huge segment on YouTube as well. And as I'm sure it is, a lot of the people subscribing to me are people who want to see DaVinci Resolve tutorials, and that's what I've been doing the most. So those have still been performing pretty well, whereas a lot of the more personal videos or videos talking about other topics like lighting and stuff hasn't been performing as well. And then I've learned as a final takeaway that thumbnails matter like crazy. Like, I don't even know what my hands are doing, but crazy much. I've seen a huge difference in how much time I put into the thumbnail, and that's a huge takeaway for me because that's something that I'm gonna put a lot more time into moving forward, seeing as the thumbnail is initially what you click on. And some people might come and watch all the videos that I make, or at least a lot of them, maybe not when I do one each day of the month, but when I do them on a less frequent basis. Whereas all those who don't know me needs a reason to click on it first. And without it being clickbait, it needs to be good. And that's why people like Mr. Beast spends $10,000 on thumbnails, because he's A/B testing a lot and stuff. And while I don't have the budget and I'm not going to go that crazy, I definitely learned that thumbnails matter a lot more than I thought beforehand. So those were just kind of my takeaways. That was a little bit of a maybe rambling takeaway video from this challenge. And now I'm super excited to stop recording and being done with this challenge when I've edited the last 8 videos that I just recorded today, because I did just finish it like that. So now there's a lot of editing, but after that, at least now I'm done recording and then I can get to editing. So thanks for watching. If you watched every video in this challenge, let me know down below. And also if you have any feedback, if you have any thoughts on what I've been doing, what I can do to niche into other things, or what you would like to see from my personal life, because I really want to talk more about me and what I'm experiencing and how things are going. Not only the tutorials, which I'm also going to use or do. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. But other than that, thanks a lot for watching. If you're one of those who watched this video, you're probably one of those who stick around for these kind of types and not just the tutorials. So thanks for that. And with that said, I'll just stop it here, and I'll catch you in the next video sometime in December.